Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome. Been a hot minute, as it usually is, as it were, on the channel. But I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today we're going to actually play a new game. This is actually a demo that I saw just through recommendations to me. We're gonna be playing a game called Dupery. There's actually the demo for it, but it's not fully out yet. But pretty much what it is a deduction game. I haven't really heard I haven't really actually heard anything about it. From what I could tell, it's somehow like Blood on the Clock Tower if it was single player. Which I'm interested to see what that means, how that goes. But I mean, yeah, I think we just find out, see what happens. I am gonna change the audio. I mean the visuals look fantastic, I will say. So why is it still in, I don't know why it's still in full screen. Hold on. Oh, I know why. Hold on. There we go. Okay. That would do it. It seems a little loud. So we could just change that real quick. I think that's good. I think we're good with that. Let me change the graphics back to 1920 full screen. It seems like it wants a little bit of a grain. That just seems like the classic, so we'll keep it. Actually, no, I am gonna change it a little bit. I want less grain. I'm fine with like a little grain. A little grain never hurt. Alrighty. Let's just start a game. Let's just see how it goes. Crime never sleeps, so I guess I won't either. Real. Not while the syndicate continues to spread. I've got work to do. Welcome back, Detective. As you may have heard, the city is rampant with crime. The syndicate's roots have grown ever more expansive, and corruption festers like never before. I fear that if we don't act now, we won't have another chance. I must say, you've been out of the game a while. Let me catch you up to speed. On the left, you can see a number of innocent, meddler, underling, and traitor roles you can expect to see on the board. Innocent and meddler roles are good, underling and traitor roles are evil. All evil must be arrested before you can move on to your next case. On the right here, you can find the suspect list, which includes all of the roles that can be found in this case. We call these suspected roles. Roles can only appear once on the board. However, certain roles may hide their true identity and pretend to be other roles. You can hover over a suspect to gain a description of what each role does. If you need more details, simply left click on them. Okay, that's enough I mess up that fucking word every time. That is enough dilly-dallying. There's work to be done, cases to be solved. Start by investigating one of the homes on the board. Hold left click on a house to reveal who lives there. Real quick, I'm just gonna listen to the audio to make sure that it's good. Yeah, it sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds good enough to me, champ. Alright. But yeah, so far, honestly, this kind of just does sound like Blood on the Clock Tower, except I'm the one player. But think it's interesting. Let's look at door number 1. Oh, I see. I am the priest. I was the priest. 2 priests. That's impossible. One of them must be the mobster pretending to be the priest. Luckily for us, the mobster is a liar, meaning the information they give will be false. Arrest the imposter and finish this. Hold right-click to arrest a roll. I am the priest, or I was the priest. It'd be a real shame if I messed this up immediately, but I'd have to imagine that it's the right one because they said I was the priest. Reveal all. Yeah, okay. So now we see it. I understand now. Here's your new case, detective. Who's been drawing everywhere? Ah, well, you'd better clean up before you start. Use this rubber to erase this mess. Oh, it's a British game. It's a British game. They called this a rubber. That is an eraser. Click left click to pick up the rubber and hold left click to erase. Click right click to put the rubber down. Scroll to increase brush size. Interesting. So, does this just... Oh, I see. Hold on, let's clean this. We've got some cleaning to do. Goodness gravy. Goodness gravy. I apologize for that, detective. Should you wish to make your own notes, make good use of the pen on the pins on the left. Scroll with the mouse and hold the mouse wheel button down to change the color. Pins can be dragged onto the board. Press right click to remove. Pins can be recolored same way as the pen. Try not to make too much of a mess, detective. Now let's get to it, shall we? This case is a little more complex than the last one. There are quite a few new suspects. Make sure to have a look at them before making any rash decisions. And be careful, detective. Every time you arrest a good roll, your reputation will drop considerably. And if your reputation drops too low, well, I'm afraid I'd have to let you go. No pressure. Okay. Oh, I changed the color. Ooh. Sorry, I got very excited. All right, let's open the doors. Okay, so we have the reporter, the therapist, the priest, the mailman, the mistress, and the mobster. But we have 5 roles. I lie and pretend to be an in-play role. Oh. Okay. So there's like actual information for each. When a role is lying, the information they give will be wrong. Abilities used will function incorrectly. Whoa, this actually is like Blood on the Clock Tower. Hold on, this is actually, I'm actually liking this a lot. Pretend. When a role is pretending to be another role, it appears as the role when investigated, and unless they are lying, will do everything as that role would do. In play, a role that is on board, roles like, okay. Okay, so the mailman, what does the mailman do? Mailman. I announce one in-play role and one not in-play role, specifying which is which. Announce one in-play role and one... Okay. The priest lives in town. I've never heard of the therapist. Okay. Okay. So what is... Okay. Okay. One in play and one not in play. So what we can assume then... What we can assume then is that there's no therapist, supposedly, is what we're learning. Okay. Reporter, I'm 2 steps away from closest evil. So, 4 then. I have 3 evil... Okay, hold on. This is actually a lot more complicated than I thought. Hold on a second. I announce how many steps I need to take to reach the closest evil role. So that's just... Okay, so that's just the clockmaker. I announce how many of my adjacent neighbors are evil. Well, okay, this has to be... Yeah, I was gonna say. I taint... Whoa. 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 Hold on a second. I taint the wife. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Taint. When a role is tainted, they are being forced to lie and will give wrong information. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. That's actually really interesting. Okay. So that just means that if the wife is on board when the mistress is, then they're both... Okay. This... I'm really liking this, actually. Okay, so when the wife is on board and the mistress is on board, the wife automatically lies. Got it. The priest. I am the priest. I announce I am the priest. When I am lying or tainted, I will announce something else. Oh, that seems okay. Reporter, I am 2 steps away from closest evil. Wait. Oh. Okay, so in this instance, one of these two would have to be wrong, but... Oh, I see. I would no, this one has to be wrong, because the other reporter... Yeah, okay. This is... I like this a lot, actually. This is very fun. Okay, I see. Continue. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay, what is the mathematician to? I announce the sum of all evil roll addresses. A sum of all evil roll addresses. Okay, so 1, 2, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess? Taylor, detective, do you see the blue hand symbol? It means they can help us. The blue hand shows that the roll has a one-time ability. These are useful skills that you can choose to use whenever you want. Oh, so this is the seamstress, is what I'm learning. Got it. Make sure to read why they do what they do before jumping in. It's always useful to know what to expect. To use an ability, simply click left on the roll and then follow the instructions. This is interesting. Odd. 2 Taylors. One of them must be the mobster. Their ability will still work, but as they are a liar, the information they will give will be incorrect. Use abilities wisely, and you'll quickly become one of the best detectives in this precinct. This is actually... I love this, actually. Okay, well, this is... The priest is good, as we know, because the priest would say anything other than that. What does a mailman do? I announce 1 in-play roll and 1 non-play. The tailor lives in town. I've never heard of the mathematician. That makes sense, because we don't see a mathematician in here. So, we can safely assume there's no mathematician in this town. So we're just... Okay, so one of these two is lying. Okay, let's select 2 rolls. We have to assume... Okay, the tailor is one of the mobsters, so if I just... Roll 3 and number 4 are not the same alignment. Roll 3 and 4 are the same alignment. This one's the liar. Got it. I fucking love this, actually. This is awesome. I pretended to be the tailor. Exactly. Got it. This is fun. This new case of yours is not an easy one. Look, see how there's a meddler and a traitor in play? Meddlers are good, if you can believe that. They will often cause you a lot of trouble, so this is just an outsider, and then traitors are, I guess, the equivalent of minions, but they also need to get voted out. Traitors, on the other hand, are pure evil. They will often make solving the case much harder. Good luck, detective. Okay. We've got some new information here. Let's see. We have the priest. We have a mathematician. We have a vigilante. Pick a role. If the selected role is evil, I kill them. Otherwise, nothing happens. Weatherman. I announce 3 addresses. 1 address leads to an innocent, 1 leads to a meddler, and 1 leads to an underling or traitor. So this is the balloonist, is what it would be closest to. Surgeon. On the 12th hour, I might kill an innocent role if possible. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Is this the return of the Potassium Task Force? This might just be Patrick, but how are you doing? How are you doing? This is actually... I'm enjoying this a lot. You lose twice as much reputation as normal. Others treat your reputation status as poor. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role not in play. Okay. Let's just open the doors. I'll be the priest. Okay, this is okay, we can... I'm not going to cross anything off. But this is a liar. This is a liar right here. We can safely assume that. Because they would just say that they are the priest, or I am the priest. Vigilante. Weatherman. Forecast today, 2, 4, and 5. The mathematician, and the surgeon. Okay. So on the 12th hour... Oh, does doing one thing, does that... I think doing a thing that changes the, okay, I see. So on the 12th hour, an innocent role might just die. very tired, but good for the gotta rest up for the weekend ahead, but I'm good. Very fair. Halloween weekend. Okay. So either 2, 3, and 4 are lying. I can just safely critic. Okay. So the critic was that one. Because, okay. So we can safely cross off the critic and remove the priest, because there is none. We can safely cross off the surgeon, because it just happens to be one. So either I have calculated, what does the mathematician do again? Announce the sum of all evil addresses. Okay. So either it has to be that either the weatherman or the mathematician is lying, because the vigilante will just shoot one of them. Because in this, calculating the number of 4, I announce the sum of all evil roll address. So that would imply that it's 1 and 3, right? That would have to. That would have to imply that it's 1 and 3 if it's a number of 4. But also the weatherman shows 2, 4, and 5. So I think using the vigilante, I think we just have to make a blank guess. Holy shit, okay. that was the... Damn, okay, that was just a blind guess. I had to imagine it had to be the mathematician, because... I don't know, I trust the weatherman. He tells me my weather. This is so fun. I love this, genuinely. Detective, this new case is interesting. Have a look at the suspect list. We have a poisoner in play. Poisoners are quite tricky to deal with as they taint an adjacent role. I fucking love this. Yes! Yes! Roles that are tainted will be forced to lie even if they are good. It's key to remember that a role that lies is not always evil. A tainted role will still read as good to others, so try to use all the information to pick this mess apart. Okay. Okay. We've got some new stuff here. We have the reporter. We have the therapist. Bloodhound. I announce the direction of the nearest evil roll from me that is in my column or row. If 2 or more evil rolls are the same distance away from me, I start barking. If I find no evil, I sniff. The priest, the mailman, the poisoner. I taint a random innocent surrounding neighbor. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. The reporter. I am 1 step away from evil, which would insinuate... Okay. Just because I'm curious, because okay, we can safely assume that this is the evil, is the poisoner. Like we can safely assume that, but I would still like to see. I have 0. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, it's... Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. No, I'm stupid. Okay. 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 That's actually... This is crazy. This is... Points north. Poisoner lives in town. I've never heard of the reporter. I've never heard of the reporter. Whoa, wait a second, hold on. Whoa. This is crazy, actually. Hold on. Okay, so... I have... Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I can figure this out. So... The therapist has to be telling true information because the therapist saying, I have 0 evil clients, that would insinuate that the priest is actually poisoned. We'll just put this purple line here. So the priest is poisoned because the priest would just say, I am the priest, but there's no, they're poisoned or tainted, as it were. Okay, and then there is no actual reporter, and the reporter is evil. Evilish devil horns. Evil devil horns. Oh, he's fucking pissed, dude, over here. That's the reporter. Or I'm sorry, that's the poisoner. So the poisoner lives in the town. So the reporter's, yeah, okay. That makes so much sense. I tainted number 2. I pretended to be the reporter. Saw a 0. The bloodhound pointed north. Got it. Got it. Oh, and they would only... Okay, the bloodhound would only see anything that's in... This is awesome. Holy shit, okay. Another day, another case, right, detective? Once again, the syndicate has given us a challenge. Have a look at the barkeep. They are special as they will transform an innocent role into the drunkard. Not only is this very irresponsible, but it also messes with our reports. The ratio on the left can be outdated when these transformations occur. Oh, shit. So this is we're dealing with a Baron situation. This is crazy. Hold on. This is insane. Okay, so we're dealing with a Baron, but that can change because of the barkeep. We have to find the barkeep. Oh, this is so good. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. We have the wife. I pick and announce my partner. I become their alignment. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, that's bad, actually. So that's just the ogre, which if people... I'm just saying the names of roles from Blood on the Clock Tower, but... Oh no. Okay. Tailor, mathematician, drunkard. I pretend to be a tainted good role not in play. Milkman. After the 24th hour, I become evil without others noticing. I transform one innocent role into the drunkard. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I cannot die or be arrested until I'm the last evil. So they're just... Okay. Interesting. I love number 6. Well, who's number 6? Okay, so that's not great. Oh, good. Okay, that's not great. The tailor, the therapist, the mathematician, and the reporter. I'm 2 steps away from closest evil. Okay, that's not great. I have 2 evil clients. Okay, that would be the wife and the scoundrel. I'm just going to use the tailor and just click reporter on scoundrel. Are the same aligned. Okay, well that's just simple enough. I've calculated the number 6, which I imagine to be 1 and 5? Unless it's just the number 6 itself, but we can remove the wife because the wife became evil. We can remove the reporter because that's just the barkeep. And the mathematician is the drunkard. Don't even test me in a game of wits, man. This is good. This is genuinely, I am having so much fun. Another poisoner in these parts, the syndicate really is relentless. Remember, a lying role is not always evil, and an even role is not always lying. Good luck, detective. Okay, let's see here. Bounty hunter. One innocent role becomes evil. I announce 3 addresses, one of which belongs to my target. Which I imagine is the target, the evil person? It's please. Okay, and then poisoner. Okay. My targets are number 2, 5, and 6. I've calculated. Okay, let's just open it all up. Okay. Alrighty. So. 3 steps away from evil. The mailman lives in town. I've never heard of the poisoner. That can't be right. Calculated the number 8. Okay, so the poisoner is number 6. Hold on. Okay. The wife is good because the therapist is good. And the therapist is good because they have 1 evil client, which we can assume is the mathematician. because the poisoner is the mailman, and the poisoner poisoned the reporter, is what I presume to be the case. So, mailman, poisoner, mathematician, evil. I'm a fucking genius. I made number 2 evil, I pointed number 5 and pretend to be the man. I'm actually having so much fun. This is genuinely so much fun. You may have noticed throughout your cases that each time you investigate or arrest a role, the time moves forward. Up until now, it hasn't been very important, but I must warn you. In many neighborhoods, there's still danger lurking. Roles might change the state of the board as time progresses. Sometimes it is best to arrest quickly, plus we're not paying you overtime. Clock tower. Hell yeah. Okay. What does a clockmaker do in this case? I announced at what time the clock tower will ring. I add a clock tower on the board when I am suspected. This is actually... Okay, board is the 4x... Okay, I suspect... Oh. And now, imagine not paying your best detective overtime. Listen, I'm kicking ass. Oh, that's not great. Okay. So, surgeon, on the 12th hour, I might kill an innocent role. What is the bloodhouse sniffs? Oh, that makes sense, because there's not an evil. Okay. Clockmaker. The clockmaker will ring, or the clock tower will ring from the 6th to 7th, or from hour 6 to hour 7. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so we know one of these two have to be evil. Or the... Oh, no, wait, no. Okay. So the clock tower is ringing from hour 10 to 11, which means that this is probably the mobster? Because we would have a bloodhound, a priest, we have a clockmaker, and it would already be an in-play role that it is lying. Hour 6 to hour 7, yeah. Oh, god damn it. I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, this clockmaker is the mobster, and then we can reveal the milkman become evil. Okay. Aw. This is... detective, this case might cause you trouble. As you can see, a con man is in play. The con man can make you question your sanity. They are evil, but they do not lie. Remember, an evil role is not always lying. I pretend to be an in-play role when I am arrested, I am not revealed, and lower your reputation as if I was good, unless it would cause your reputation to go below 0. Reputation lost this way is restored once all evil is arrested. Oh. I have one evil client. Okay. What does the copycat do? I pretend to be a good in-play role. Oh, God. Oh, God. So there's just... Oh, God. Okay. Mathematician. I've calculated the number 8. Vigilante. Mathematician. Vigilante. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, God. Okay. So... Okay, so... I would have to assume... I would have to assume this is the right... This is the actual therapist, because they have one evil client, which could be the mathematician or the vigilante. This one is either the copycat or it is the con man. No, the mobster, because the con man would just give correct information. So that means that one of these is the con man, one of these is the... Oh, wait, but then... Wait, that doesn't... Wait, hold on. Because there's a mobster, a con man... Okay, no, because then that would imply that... okay. this is either innocent or the mobster. This is either innocent or the mobster. Okay. It's the only way to test the vigilantes is to... Because if it's evil, I kill them. But what if that's the copycat? Because then it won't activate if it's the copycat. I have one evil client. Could we just have the oh, hold on. Hold on. The evil clients. Okay. Okay, hold on. So the con man is telling the truth, the mobster is lying, and the meddler, I presume, is... The role is pretending it appears as the role, and unless they are lying, will do everything as that role would do. What would be a good way of testing this is my question. Because we know this therapist is good. I've calculated the number 8. Which would imply 2 and 6. So, okay. Okay. This has to be the vigilante. This has to be... Can I... Wait. Can I reveal? No, it just dies. Shit. Okay. This had to be... Con man? Right? And then I think maybe actually this is the copycat? And then 2 and 8, because we could just... Oh. I'm sorry, what? Oh! It just counts as... Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it didn't work. I thought its ability didn't work, because it was lying. Interesting. But the information was right, because we had 2 mathematicians that were giving an 8. Pretend to be a therapist, because that information was just wrong. This is... I'm, like, actually thinking here. Crime never sleeps, so I guess I won't either. Not while the syndicate continues to spread. I've got work to do. Oh. Let's just do hard. Let's really go all out. Oh my dear Jesus. Okay. Let's take a look here. Skeptic. I announce one address and its alignment. If your reputation status is poor, I lose faith in you. Well, we're good for now. I announce the address and corresponding identity of an uninvestigated role. Starts investigating. So 7 is the weatherman. The fall guy! Other roles consider me as an evil underling. Other roles cannot pretend to be me. Other roles consider me as an evil underling. We don't have a wife, so we don't have to worry. Spectre. I obscure one non-meddler role, hiding its name, appearance, and information. Numbers are not obscure. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Oh, God, this is... Okay. Let's just start from the very beginning. Bloodhound. So nothing is poisoned. The copycat will just do something that someone's already doing. Got it. Okay. The Bloodhound points east. Number 10? So, okay. I obscure one non-meddler role, hiding its name, appearance, and information. So we don't know what number 2 is. The mailman lives in town. I've never heard of the mathematician. Never heard of the mathematician. Okay. 5 is good. Fall guy lives in town. I've never heard of the mathematician. Okay, so we have a copycat. So, copycat, copycat. Good, good. Unless... Pretend to be a suspected role. I lie. They both lie, so that neither one of them can be an underling, as far as we know. We can also cross off mathematician, which is a bit of a shame, because I feel like that one would have helped a lot. We can cross off partner. Bloodhound. Skeptic. Mailman. Supposedly number 7 is the weatherman, but which would be nice to actually know. Forecast today, 2, 5, and 8. I addressed 3 addresses. 1 address leads to an innocent, 1 a meddler, and 1 an underling. Oh. Oh. There's no way he obscured the mistress. Oh. Oh, he can obscure himself? What? Wait. Hold on. Okay. I obscured number 2. I pretended to be a mathematician, but we didn't have one. Oh, there was no mistress. Oh, it was just 1. Okay. The fact that it can obscure itself is insane, actually. That's such a play. That is such a play. Well, let's just keep going. I want to keep going for the hard cases, because why not? Uh-oh, we do have a wife. We do have a drunkard, a copycat, a fall guy. Okay, but one of these is the copycat, and there's two meddlers, so we might not have a drunk. There could be a drunk, but we might not have a drunk. Okay. Let's open the doors. Number 1. That's interesting. Reporter. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. The mistress. I lie. Okay. This is okay. Hold on. We're gonna have to remove that because it's definitely not an innocent. But we could have the drunk, or we could have a mistress. Which brings me to I taint the wife, I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I taint the wife, I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. The wife. I love number 8. Which means that she's lying. What? Oh, I thought it was a thing of that. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Okay, so there's not a drunk, which means that number 6 has to be the mistress. I tainted number 2. I pretended to be a partner. Well, my thing was, I thought that what it meant was that, so the wife just isn't in love then, is what we're saying. I thought it was a thing of they lie about the alignment. Okay, hey, you know what? We slip up. That's okay. Oh my lord. Okay. We've got a lot here. What does the wannabe do? I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. 1 in-play underling is revealed. I pretend to be a tainted in-play underling. Okay. On the 10th hour, I announce the address of an uninvestigated underling if possible. Okay. Let's just start with number 1. Private eye. Okay. That's actually probably the best case scenario. Let's just go down the line. Ball guy. That's not great. It's an evil underling. Other roles consider me as an evil underling. Other roles cannot pretend to be me. What does it mean by, like... I'm not entirely too sure what that means, but... I have 3 evil clients. Well, that can't possibly be correct. So we could... We definitely have an evil. Definitely an evil here. Let's cross out a few things. We have a fall guy. We almost certainly have a private eye. So we either have a copycat or a wannabe. Let's just keep going. Mathematician. I have calculated the number 19. Oh boy. Okay. So that's... I mean, good because we have a mathematician, but really, I don't know how else that's gonna... We can cross off. What? Oh, the fucking... God damn it. I forgot about the barkeep. Okay, so oh, god damn it. Okay. We don't have... Okay. I'm stupid. We don't have a wannabe. Or no, we might. Oh, does it just... Oh my god. I keep forgetting about the fucking ratios. I keep forgetting about the ratios. So we just have... Okay. We have a third meddler, which is okay. Which is this is the drunkard. So this is the drunkard. This is the drunkard. My reputation is not doing great. Okay, so the therapist is the drunkard. Let's just keep going. Okay. Probably the copycat. One of these two. Let's just reveal. Okay, that is a fairly interesting thing. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Well, no, hold on. This could be the wannabe. Fuck me. Okay, so let's just keep going down the line. I love number 9. Well, that's not great. Let's just reveal. Let's just reveal. The reporter lives in town. I've never heard of the skeptic. That makes sense. I would understand why we haven't heard of the skeptic. There's no skeptic. There's no priest. There's no bloodhound. There's no therapist as far as I know. Unless, hold on. The poisoner. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. The scoundrel is revealed. I love number 9. We can remove the wife, because the wife is evil. Hey, Allie, how are you doing? Welcome on in. We know the reporter is good. We know the reporter is good. The reporter lives in town. There is no skeptic. We know the mailman is good. We know the reporter is good. We know the therapist is drunk. We know the fall guy is just there. I don't know, because I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. I genuinely, I think what it is that I think this is the wannabe and this is the poisoner. 19. Which would be 5. Well, no, that would be off. Number 9 is an underling because I don't think we have. I don't think that is a copycat. I think we have a wannabe. Yeah, I think we have a. Okay, we know we have a scoundrel. That's abundantly clear. Maybe we don't. Do we even have a poisoner? Maybe we might not have a poisoner at all. I'd lie and pretend to be a suspected role. We know the therapist is drunk. Listen, we know that that's true. Okay, so... in this instance, right? In this instance, I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I transform one innocent into the drunkard. Number 5 is either the barkeep or the poisoner. Like, the actual barkeep or the poisoner. Because 3 could be the drunkard, or could just be a drunk therapist or a poisoned therapist. Either way, I think 5 is evil. Really? What? Oh my lord. What the fuck? That didn't even cross my mind. I tainted number 3. I revealed number 2. It reveals one? I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. One in-play underling is revealed. And the fall guy... Okay, the fall guy is the recluse. That's what it is. Okay. What's this game called? This game's called Dupery. It's like, if you've ever played Blood on the Clock Tower, it is a social... Well, Blood on the Clock Tower is a social deduction game with a bunch of roles. This game is like that, but it is a single-player game. This is... Okay. No, we knew that the wife was evil because the wife changes their alignment. I tainted number 3 to be the private eye. I did not expect that. I knew that the number 3 had to be poisoned or the drunkard. Okay. Honestly, I want to keep playing. This is fun. I'm enjoying this so much. This game's really fun. Let's do... Let's keep doing the hardest case. Why not? Alright. Number 9 is the weatherman. We have a recluse. I'm saying this in Blood on the Clock Tower terms for myself, because that's just how I'm going to understand it. So we have a recluse, which is the fall guys, or the fall guy. We have... I don't think there's anything necessarily with that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Therapist. I have 0 evil clients. Okay. Bloodhound. Points west. So that's not great. Okay. Okay, cool. Good. Let's find out. Taylor. Reporter. I'm 2 steps away from closest evil. Mailman. Partner lives in town. I've never heard of the fall guy. Good to know. The wife. I love number 3. Oh, but it might not be... Oh, fuck's sakes. Well, it might not be that there is even a mistress, because it... Oh, wait, no, there has to be, because there's 2 underlings. Mailman. Copycat lives in town. I've never heard of the reporter. Oh, this is not great. Okay. Let's just get it all out there. Okay. Okay. Number 3, number 5, and number 6. Okay. Number 3, number 5, number 6. One is good, one is evil, one is meddler. The mailman has to be... I've never heard of the reporter. So there is no reporter. So this... Okay. Okay, hold on. We need to do some logical deduction here. The therapist, this one has to be good. This one has to be good. Because the weatherman, which I presume to be good, is saying that there's an innocent, a meddler, and an underling. And a reporter. Which, one is good, one is an outsider, one is bad. This one has to be the copycat, which means there is no fall guy. I'm 2 step... Which means this one... Neither one of them does poisoning. Or no, the wife is lying. So the wife is good, but we do just ignore this statement. I was able to catch a stream. Hey, Kompu, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on to the stream. I hope all is well. The mailman is good, because they're saying there is no reporter, which just means that there is no reporter. 9 is the weatherman. That's... Hold on. I need my rubber. Sorry. My eraser. 8 is good. 1 is good. We could just try... Partner lives in town. I've never heard of the fall guy. By the way, I can't see your screen. I'd okay if that's just me, though. Have you guys not been able to see the screen? You should be able to. You should be able to. Because at least for me, I see it on my end. It might be your end, Kompu. What do the pins do? Oh. I'm a big fan of that. It was just me. No worries. No worries at all. Okay. We can also... Hold on. So we know the reporter is bad. We could... Can I just... Yes, the mistress. Which means that the wife is not actually in love with 3. Which means the wife is good no matter what. The bloodhound is pointing west. Let's do the mistress and the therapist are the same alignment, which means the therapist... Holy goddamn. Yeah, okay. That's... This game is so much fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Like, this is... I am thoroughly enjoying this. I love Blood on the Clock Tower, so, like, this is doing it. What's the game name? The game is called Dupery, so D-U-P-E-R-Y. The full game is not released. This is just the demo. I'm kind of amazed to see what the full game is going to be if this is just the demo. I have to imagine that they're probably... Because I don't see any purple rolls, so maybe that's what it would be in the full game. But pretty much, if you've ever played like Werewolf or Blood on the Clock Tower, there's a lot of roles on here. Blood on the Clock Tower specifically has a thing called Outsiders, which are good but cause problems and stuff like that. And this game's pretty much doing that. Now, in Blood on the Clock Tower, it's a social deduction game, where in this game, you are trying to figure out the case yourself. You're like if the storyteller had amnesia, which is kind of awesome. Okay, but we have 3 underlings, so we're going to have all 3 of these. We'll have 1 meddler. I obscure as 1 non-meddler. I obscure 1 non-meddler, actually. False. Let me correct myself. Mobster, mistress. So we will... The wife will just be the wife. The milkman and the fall guy. The bloodhound points south. Skeptic. Number 4 is evil. Weatherman. Okay. So we'll either have a fall guy or a milkman. We won't have both. That's insane for just a demo. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is wild. Okay. We have a milkman, which actually might be worse. Which means we don't have a fall guy. We don't have to worry about, like, false information on that. 7. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. So we don't have anything that... We don't have anything that poisons. Nothing that poisons. Just the mistress... There is no wife, so we don't have to worry about that. Mobster, I lie. They all lie and pretend to be a different role. really the only information right now that we can certainly go off of is the Bloodhound and the Tailor, because the Bloodhound is saying that the Skeptic is the second Skeptic on address 6 is evil. We can probably trust the Weatherman's information. It would be in our best interest to pick the Skeptic and one of the Milkmans, I think. So I think let's do the Skeptic and this Milkman are the same alignment, which means this is not a Milkman. That's the Spectre. That's the Mistress, which therefore means that is the Mobster. This game is fucking awesome! I kind of want to keep going. I want to keep going. Okay. The Reporter. I'm 3 steps away from the closest evil. We have a Scoundrel who cannot die. I lie. We have a Milkman, a Copycat, a Fall Guy. Oh, we have a Gossip. Hold on, this is a new role. I announced the number of surrounding neighbors as, I announced the number of surrounding neighbors an evil role has. Wait, hold on. I announced the number of surrounding neighbors an evil role has. Okay. Interesting. Priest, I am the priest. Okay, so we know that number 2 is good. We can check that off, because they would say something that isn't I am the priest. The Milkman, that's not good. Oh god, okay. The Mathematician, we've calculated the number 9. Another Mathematician. I pretend to be in play. That could just be the Copycat, because it's also just learning information. It's just learning the same information. So these both have to be good then. Can the Copycat not copy the priest? It can copy the priest, I'd imagine. As long as it would copy the priest and it would say the same thing, so it can copy the priest. But I believe in this instance it has copied the Mathematician, which means we don't have a Fall Guy, because we would have a Milkman and now we have a Copycat. So we know that the meddler count. We have a Mailman. The Mailman lives in town. I've never heard of the Gossip. Damn, that's insane, because I would like to see what the Gossip does. We have to also be careful, because at hour 24, the Milkman becomes evil. Oh, wait, I almost accidentally. I have one evil client. The Skeptic, the Mailman. Okay. Well, we know... Wait. Oh, there's only one underling. Okay, so it is just a mobster, and it's number 9. That was not too shabby at all. That was not too bad at all. Three underlings in town? Ooh. I don't know what would be more interesting, but I kind of want to see what hard is, so we'll just keep going. Ooh. We have a new role in here, the Youngster. When arrested, reduce your reputation by twice as normal. When arrested? Why would I arrest the Youngster? Does it, like... It has to... Does it lie as a new role or something? Number 7 is the Mailman. Let's find out. The Partner lives in town. I've never heard of the Reporter. Got it. So we have a con man. I pretend to be an in-play role. When I am arrested, I am not revealed and lower your reputation. I pretend to be an in-play role. Okay. But the con man can tell the truth, the mobster, and the scoundrel. But we might not have all 3. So that's important to keep in mind. Okay. Well, we definitely have a scoundrel then. And then we might... Okay, then we'll definitely only have either one of a mobster or a con man. The Weatherman. Forecast today, number 2, number 4, number 5. Let's find out here. The Youngster. Why would I arrest the Youngster? I don't really understand that. Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold on, let's just reveal. Okay. Okay, this is a little interesting. Okay, let's cross some stuff out here, shall we? We have one meddler. We don't have a fall guy. Good to know. We don't have a fall guy. We know we have a scoundrel. Cross that off the list. I believe... I believe the therapist. I believe the mailman. Which would mean I also believe the partner. So we don't have a reporter. I can believe the therapist, the partner, and the mailman. We have a youngster. Supposedly we have a priest, but we have two evil. Can they, oh god, can they lie to be a youngster? Oh, there's no shot. That would be so cruel if they were lying to be the youngster. Oh no, okay. 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 If we're to believe the weatherman, which I'm inclined to, that means that number 5 is not the priest. Which does make sense, because there isn't already a priest. So I don't think 5 is the priest. What? Wait, what? Why would... arrest the kid, arrest the child. No, I'm not arresting the youngster. I can't. The forecast say 2, 4, and 5. 2, 4, and 5. Is there's no form of poisonness on there, is there? What? That, Does that mean the weatherman is the liar? What the fuck? What? Oh no, why did that happen? I pretend to be an in-play role when I'm arrested. Oh fuck, I forgot. I forgot about the con man's ability. God damn it. That really tripped me up. I completely... Okay, so for context, the con man, like if I arrest them, they pretend to be arrested like a normal role. Like a good role. They will then... Yeah, okay, I see now. Yeah. They will pretend to be... Oh, that's so tricky. That's so tricky. Sorry, I'm just baffled, so I'm kind of at a loss of words. Okay, for context. The con man pretends to be an in-play role. When they are arrested, they do not reveal that they are the con man until we have arrested all evil players. So what I should have done was arrested the scoundrel, but I had thought that I couldn't because the scoundrel doesn't get arrested until we've arrested all other evil players. But I did not know that con man was not the priest. That is genuinely, that is fantastic. I can't even be upset about that. That is genuinely just good game design. All right, let's give it a whirl. Let's try again. Okay. So we have 2 meddlers, we have 2 underlings. Number 5 is the mistress. Number 7 is the mathematician. Okay. We can assume this is proper information. We can assume that. Okay, so we don't know if we can believe the tailor. Let's just keep going. Okay, so we have the fall guy. Skeptic, 5 is evil. I'm willing to believe that. Got it. Okay. Which confirms a few things. Confirms good, good, good technically. Good, but either copycat or copycat. But what we can assume, Moiter, I see. Well, hello, Nick. How are you doing? Moiter, I'm playing, quite literally, I'm playing Blood on the Clock Tower right now. Would you believe it? Mathematician, partner, copycat, skeptic, mistress. We know we'll have a specter somewhere. But the specter, I obscure one non-metal role. Bloodhound points north, which would make sense because the mistress is dead there. The mailman and the wife. But that wouldn't be true. It wouldn't matter, but it wouldn't be true. The mathematician, I've never seen a therapist. That has to be true. Which means we do have a wife. We don't have a therapist. We do have a bloodhound. Or, I'm sorry, we don't. Hold on. Clock Tower, but it's the JFK assassination. I'm not sure about that, but you could be correct. We don't have a therapist. And then we do have a... Okay. So, we either... I mean, the mathematician's information is false. The bloodhound wouldn't point... Isn't copycat's ability to copy exactly what the copied person said? No, the copycat copies the ability. So the copycat, like the copycat just will copy the role, not the information. But this has to be the Spectre. You've got to be kidding me. Calculated 17? How? How would that have gotten 17? The number 17. 5. The fucking Fall Guy. Oh my god, I keep forgetting every time, man. Wait. So then... Huh? What? Wait. What? Wait. The Spectre doesn't... Yeah, I lie. I love number 4. Why would it be the wife, though? What? Oh my god. I get it now. That's insane. 10 plus 5 plus 2 is 17. I understand that now. The issue that I had come across was I did not realize that the mistress satiate. I had not realized that the mistress was tainting the wife that was number 3 that was obscured by the Spectre. I had thought, fuck. Okay, well, we're off to a royal start, shall we? I'm going to get this. I'm going to understand this. Okay. We're not at a good standing. That's okay. Okay. Let's just, you know what? Let's just reveal. Let's just reveal all of this. Let's get this all out in the open. Okay, that was a little stressful, I won't lie. Okay. Okay. So, we have... Are you winning, son? I'm trying, Santa Claus, but how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let us see. We have number 1. We don't know who it is. We know we have a milkman. We know we have a milkman. We don't have a Fall Guy. Wait, no, we might. Wait, hold on. No, we might. Hold on. 7, 8. Okay. We only have one underling, which means we do not have a mistress. Okay. We don't have a mistress, which means the wife information is correct. 4 loves number 6. 5 loves number 3, which means we also have a copycat. We have a copycat, which means 7 or 8 is wrong. 7 or 8 is wrong. Because the Bloodhound's information is correct. Oh, which would be... Am I stupid? What? Wait, I thought the copycat pretend to be a good in-play role. I didn't know the copycat could pretend to be a meddler. Damn. Well, now that... Okay, that was genuinely just because I didn't know that. I now understand. I will now be continuing. That is a damn shame, because I was not expecting that. Okay, let's try that again. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter anyways. I'm having so much fun that I'm not bothered by this. Number 1 is the wife. 1 loves number 3. Simple as that. We have a priest. I am the priest. We know that that is good. We know that that is good. Okay. Therapist. Let's reveal it all. Okay. We don't have a specter. We have a mistress, which means the wife's stuff, the information about the wife doesn't mean anything. The Bloodhound sniffs. What does it mean when it sniffs? If I find no evil, I sniff. So there's not an evil. Okay, if that's the case, then that means not evil, not evil. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Whoa, hold on. Wait. I have 0 evil clients. 0 evil clients. I'm going to assume, because we have to have a copycat. So we have a copycat. I'm actually going to remove that just so I can see it. I'm good. I'm trying to troubleshoot my 3D printer. Oh, I see. I see. So, okay. I would can make the assumption that the Bloodhound is good. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to say that this is the evil because the therapist has no evil clients, which would be 2 and 6. 2 is saying I am the priest. They're not poisoned. Nothing. 2 is could also just be the copycat in that instance, in which 8 is also correct. The Bloodhound is sniffing, which means that it doesn't have an evil player in either 3, 6, or 8. And the Weatherman is saying 2, 3, and 4, which means 2 has to be the copycat, 4 is evil. There we go. Okay. How's the game? Genuinely very fun. Very, very fun. I'm not even upset when I lose because it's genuinely just like, this is good game design. Hey, I'm genuinely, because I have to imagine with the demo, the traitor, the purple roll isn't out there. I need to get my hands on this game when it is fully released. This is genuinely very fun. I'm having a good time. Copycat. What does it say when it means suspected? Does that just mean that thing might be in there? Oh boy, we have a con man. Oh god. Okay. Okay, we have a private eye. On the 10th hour, I announce the address of an uninvestigated underling. Okay, let's just... I am 4 steps away. Let's just... Number 7 is an underling. Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay, hold on. Forgot the name of the, forgot the name of the other game. Remind me of the demo, the demons something? I'm not entirely too sure I remember. I am 4 away. Oh god, I didn't even see that there are 3 bloodhounds. Okay. Well, we know we don't have a fall guy. We know we don't have a specter. So we have to have a mistress and a con man. The con man could be telling the truth. We need to keep that in mind. I want to say this is the mistress, and I was correct. Okay. We have our mistress. Okay. Okay. So, one is the bloodhound, one is the copycat, and one is... Oh, no. So one is the bloodhound, one is the copycat, and one is the con man, but they're all telling truthful information. Okay. Let's just take a look. Okay. If 2 or more evil players are the same distance away from me, I start barking. If I find no evil, I sniff. That makes sense for 3 and 5. That means 5 has to be the con man. Okay. I was so worried for a second. I keep forgetting about the con man's ability. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I need to keep remembering the con man's ability, because that really fucks me up. That, like, really throws me for a curveball. Okay. 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 This is... No, but, like, I'm genuinely... I'm having a ball with this. Let's see. Alright. Okay. We have a specter. We know that. Is there anything... Let's just... I mean, there's no time constraint. We can probably just reveal. I think it's good that we do. We don't... Okay, we know we don't have a scoundrel. We don't have a wife either, so it doesn't really matter, but we know that they're both lying about the role they actually are. We don't have a fall guy. We have a copycat. It's always a copycat. I have 1 evil client. Points east. Bark, bark, bark. Points east. I am the... Hold on. It's very similar to this game. I'm not entirely too sure what the game you're referencing. The therapist lives in town. I've never heard of the scoundrel. That has to be correct. So we could attempt to shoot the tailor or the bloodhound. Wait, but also... No, wait, that... Hold on. No, we would have to shoot this bloodhound. Nothing happened. Okay, let's see about here. Are not the same alignment. Whoa, this is throwing me in for a curveball. Okay. We have to keep in mind that there is a copycat, and there is a chance that the copycat is here. Or that is the mistress, or that's the specter. That mysterious card, I cannot imagine being an innocent. I mean, we can't be certain, but okay. Therapist has 1 evil client, and it's either 4 or it's 6. The Bloodhound, if 2 or more evil rolls are the same distance away, I start barking. Same... Oh. Oh, this has actually fucked me up. I'm not even lying. This is... Oh, this has really messed me up. Hold on. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. If 2 or more evil roles are the same distance away from me, I start barking. This would have to imply that 3 and 8 are both evil. That cannot be true. That cannot be true. Or no, I'm sorry. This could imply... okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, we know the mailman's good, so regardless, it can't be the mailman. I'm willing to believe that the therapist is good, because it has 1 evil client, which is either 4 or 6. If it's... Six and 7 are not on the same alignment. The vigilante thing, that could have just been nothing. Like, that could genuinely just be nothing, and it's like a demon bluffing the Slayer, like that, you know. Okay. Hold on. Let's gather the information. We know that 2 has to be good. I am the priest. Good. There's nothing, no poisoning, no con man. The mailman's telling the truth, because there's a therapist, which means the therapist has to be true, because there's no scoundrel. Okay. Which means 4 or 6 is evil. One of them has to be. 6 and 7 are not on the same alignment. I should have chose 2 different numbers. 7 shooting 6 did nothing. So either 4 and 7 are both evil, or 4 and 6 are both evil. Which means, does that mean 4 is evil? No, but then they're... No. Oh god, this is tough, actually. Okay. The copycat... No, but the copycat can't be there. The copycat cannot be there because it wouldn't... It's a non-meddler. Fuck! Then where... What? Then where is the... Okay. 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 Hold on. I think I know what's happening here. One of these 2 is the meddler. One of these 2 is evil. And the original Bloodhound is the obscured card. That has to be the case. Because we're not seeing a 3rd duplicate. I have 1 evil client. 6 and 7 are not the same alignment. 7 tried to shoot 6, and nothing happened. I think regardless, we try and hit 4. We're wrong. That's fine. Whatever. That's okay. Probably the copycat, which means 6 has to be evil. What? Was 7 evil? I'm so confused. Oh my lord. That was... Ooh, that was tough. That was... Damn, that was fucking difficult. That one, I can understand why it might be hard difficult, you know? Okay, I'll dumb it down. Let's try normal and see how that goes. We'll try normal, see what that does. We're gonna have all 3 on here. Let's just get it going. let's just kind of reveal, all right? I think we need to have all the information on the table. Okay. Okay. We know... Or no, we don't, actually. I won't say that. Okay, well, we know the wife's information doesn't matter because there is a mistress. Okay. My head hurt. My head hurt. Alright. We have... I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. A suspected role. The reporter lives in town. I've never heard of the fall guy. That could be true. That could be true. And if that is true, then the reporter is here. Which I'd be willing to believe, honestly, that the reporter is there. Because then that also would... We don't see a fall guy, which is true, unless that is the fall guy. But I'm going to assume that that is true. That the mailman, that is true. We have a copycat. Oh, but we also have another mailman. The copycat lives in town. I've never heard of the mathematician. That has to be a lie. Because there is a mathematician. There is a copycat. Oh no, unless... This is what I don't... This is what I don't like. Okay, the Bloodhound, probably good. Maybe... 0 evil clients. If the Bloodhound is good... We might have to... Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We could click on both of the tailors. And if they are announced that they're on the same alignment... No, but then... Okay. The copycat lives in town. I've never heard of the mathematician. If that is the case, that means the copycat is the tailor. Regardless, I think we have to... Both the tailors need to hit the same information. Like, the same players. They need to hit the same players, because... I've calculated the number 23. These roles, they would have to lie about their information. Which actually, whoa, hold on. That opens up an entirely different avenue. Hold the phone. That opens up a different avenue. That means... Okay. Okay. That means... I'm willing to assume that this copycat is lying. Yes. Okay. That helps me out so much. So we know for a fact that the copycat is copying the mathematician's ability. The Bloodhound is sniffing, which means there's no evil. I don't know if that's true, necessarily. I have 0 evil clients. I could believe that. I can believe the therapist. I don't know if I believe the Bloodhound. I don't know if I believe the Bloodhound. And if that's the case, then we would have 10, 12... That can't be right. We're missing a number then. Because we have to have a mistress, which means the wife's information is tainted. So... I think we have to use the Taylor's abilities. Because even if they're lying, they would say they're on different alignments. The both of them would. Is this Danganronpa? No, it is not, Tiger, but how are you doing? Okay. I think we have to just click on the Taylors saying each other. Okay. They're saying different information. Taylor 6 is saying that they're not the same alignment, and Taylor 8 is saying that they are. We know there has to be a mathematician. Man, this is hurting my head a little, I won't lie. We have different information. The bloodhound sniffing. If two or more evil rolls are the same distance of... No, that's barking. If I find no evil, I sniff. Between 1, 4, 6, and 9. So between these grayed out ones. Which... I don't think is true. 1 and 2 are cleared because of mathematician. I don't think that's true, though, because... No, I don't think that's true. Because with mathematician, the numbers are 23. So 10, and it would either be that it is 10, 8, and 5, or 10, 6, and 7. Which it can't be 7. So it has to be 8? But then again, unless the mathematician is actually bad, what could be the case is that there's one good mathematician and one underling. Is what it could be. No, wait, no, it can't be, because they're getting the same information. So either what we're dealing with is two underlings, but the dog didn't smell anything, but I don't... Okay, if that is the case and the dog isn't smelling something, then it has to be 8, which I'll give it a whirl. Okay, it was 8. Which then means that it would have to be 5. Oh my god. That was... My god. That was so stressful. Holy shit. That was insane. I should have trusted the dog. I should have trusted the dog. You were right. Alright, let's just do normal. Just for simplicity's sake. Okay. We have both underlings, one meddler, same old, same old. Alright, let's do a bit of revealing, shall we? Okay. They're gonna lie. Both these are gonna lie. We don't have Fall Guy. Don't have a Fall Guy. Number 2 is the therapist, which as we see it is the case. There is a mistress though, so the wife information is incorrect no matter what. I have 2 evil clients. That can't be true because they only have one neighbor. Actually, I'm just gonna reveal it now. Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna waste time on that. So we know we have gotten the mistress. We know we've gotten the mistress. So, which probably means that this therapist is correct. This partner is correct. Hey Luke, how do I dispose of a child? trash can is usually my preferred method. So how are you doing, Herb? Okay. So... what's gonna be... So we know... Okay, well that's just pointing to that. 1, 3, and 6. What concerns me is that this is including itself, which means that it's the copycat, I guess? 1, 3, and 6. Oh, that has to be right, because this is evil. Okay, cool. That was the copycat. Got it. Got it. Okay. Not too bad. That one was not too bad. Okay. God damn it, we have a con man. God damn it. And it's 2, so we definitely have a con man. We also have a wannabe. I pretend to be a tainted, in-played, revealed underling. Number 4 is the fall guy. That is true. We know that to be true. We know that to be true. Number 8 is the skeptic. Okay, number 7 is evil. Number 5 is evil. Number 6 is an underling. Okay. So we can't trust the priest now, because the priest could just be lying. Which is always good, always great. Okay. Okay. We don't have any poisoning. We don't have a wife. Don't have to worry about that. We know that I pretend to be an in-play role. So the con man is pretty much... Okay, we have an evil copycat. We have a copycat. So there are 2 skeptics, and there are 2 partners. Number 2 is backing up 4. Number 9 is backing up 8. Is the skeptic. Which that skeptic is saying that that skeptic is evil. The weatherman is saying 2, 7, and 9. 2, 7, and 9. I'm willing to... Hey, Jenna, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm willing to assume the fall guy is good. Unless I'm stupid. Actually, I could be. Hold on. I have 1 evil client. It's probably 7, so let's just... That could be... Okay. Let's bear in mind that could be the con man. Oh, but 5 is saying number 6 is an underling. Ow. Okay, let's see here. 2, 7, and 9. Okay. If we're to believe the weatherman, the priest, good. Let's just have that. If we're to believe the weatherman, 4 is... This song is really good. Can you mute? Oh yeah, sure. No. Okay, I've got work to do. Can't complain. How are you? I'm doing all right. Not too bad. Been very busy, so it's nice to get back into the streaming hot seat. Hey Luke, that was really good. Can you unmute and remute the game? No. It's kind of the end of the sentence. Anyways, okay. 2, 7, and 9. So one of them is good, one of them is meddler, and one of them is underling. 8 is the I'm willing to say that I think one of these is the innocent, one of these is the copycat. Oh, but one of them could be the con man. Unless, no, but I do personally think that number 7 was the con man. That is not a skeptic. The only thing I don't understand is that the therapist or the private eye in that instance has to be wrong. It's 2, 7, and 9. 7, I'm willing to assume is the con man. If I'm wrong, fuck. That certainly sucks. 7, 9, but that's confirming. Oh, number 5, saying number 5 is evil, number 5 is good, the therapist is bad. What? Oh shit, one of these is wrong then. One of these two is wrong then. Oh, was that skeptic not bad? God damn it! This is. I thought I was better at this. To get more loot, can you start layering your voice in OBS or make it louder and add a reverb? When I have more time, sure. Number 6 is an underling. Oh, fuck. What? The con man copies an in play, so it wouldn't copy the therapist because there's only one. Oh, this is actually... It would not copy the therapist. It wouldn't. It can't. Which could mean that the private eye is evil? Because the therapist doesn't proc the fall guy. Number 2, 7, and 9. 7 is evil, 5 is evil. Private eye? Okay. I completely just should not have trusted the private eye. Got it. Okay. Not bad. Not too bad. Not as bad as that could have been. Luke, are you anti-vax? No, not particularly. I mean, I got my flu shot a few weeks ago, so I'd assume probably not. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, and we've got a barkeep. Okay. So we're probably gonna have a drunk. Alright. Let's just reveal. You know? Let's just get everything out there. Out in the open. Okay. We know we have a specter. Oh god, this sucks. This shit sucks. Lucathon, you know what happens when you assume. What? I got my flu shot today and it really hurts. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Okay. We can't actually make any assumptions on if there is a fall guy or not, because the fall guy could... No, wait, it can't. I need to stop doing that. The fall guy can't be number 7. There's no fall guy. I wish there was, because I kind of want to stop dealing with copycats, because it makes it so confusing. Okay. So we have a con man, and we have... Or no, we might not have a con man. We have a specter, at the very least, which is lying and pretending to be a suspected role. So it's lying, it's not saying right information. We need to keep that in mind. 4 is the partner. That is not right information. Well, however, 4 could be drunk, so we don't know. 8 is an underling. If that's the case, I think we have 2 shoot 8. Nothing happens. Can I have 8 shoot its... No, 8 shooting itself wouldn't do anything. So, 2 shooting 8 does nothing. 2, 3, and 5. Let's have 8 shoot 2. Nothing happened. Cool. Got it. Great. Okay. Okay. So, evil or drunk, we don't know, because 4, as we see it, is the private eye. 2, 3, and 5. 3 and 5. 5 can't be... Luke, you need to arrest 7. I need to hash out all the information first before I even assume that. Because that reporter's saying that, and that reporter is saying that, which could be the truth. It could be. That's kind of hard to assume that, though. Number 8 is an underling. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that is true. Number 8 being an underling? I mean, this one's just saying duh 8 and then... Numbers are not obscured. Oh. Oh. Maybe 8 is? If I go for 8, it most likely, if it were evil, it's most likely the con man, I think. Because there has to be a barkeep, there has to be a drunk. 4 is either evil or the drunk. I will assume 8 is evil. Probably the con man. Probably the con man. Probably the con man. The weatherman's saying 2, 3, or 5. If 8 is the con man, right? I pretend to be an in-play role, which means, but that couldn't possibly be true unless 2 is drunk. If 2 is drunk, I could attempt to arrest 2, but 4 is the partner. It feels... Okay. I would like to safely assume that the weatherman is good. I would like that to be the assumption. 7 can't be the copycat, so it's either good or bad. It's one of the two. What is it? What is it? We don't know. But if we have 2, 3, and 5, right? 2, 3, and 5. I will attempt 2. 2 is the copycat. Okay. Which means there's a solid chance that the vigilante, unless there's a third vigilante, which would be fucking insane, but it's assuming 7's bad. Okay. 7 was the barkeep. One can be drunk, but the other hasn't gotten anything besides... God, that... fucking Spectre. Okay, that has to mean that this reporter is good. It could also just be giving right information. And then this one's saying I'm 3 steps away from... That has to be bad. Why am I not... Wait, what? That reporter was the con man. Oh my... Wait, 3 steps away from evil, and it's saying this one's evil? What? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, hey, you know what? We're still in it. I turned number 4 into the drunkard. I pretended to be the private eye, because that was another private eye. I pretended to be a private eye. Vigilante. That's... My brain hurt. Let's just do normal. Okay. Okay. 1 underling. That can't be too bad, right? That can't be too difficult. I say now. We also have the milkman. Oh, good, cool. Okay, let's just reveal. Oh, good. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. I'm so curious. Ooh, I'm so curious. Because I want to think that that is just a misspelling and not an actual indicator. But if number 4 by some random chance is the poisoner, insane behavior. Okay. We have 3 steps away from closest evil. Skeptic is saying the weatherman is evil. The weatherman is saying that there is a milkman, a poisoner, and a good player between 1, 5, and 7. We know that 1 or 7 has to be the milkman, which would indicate that the reporter... But then... Because there is a drunk, or there's a poisoned, or there... Oh, wait, no, there could be both. Oh, fuck, there could be both, actually. I think there is both, because there's not a copycat, as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, there's no copycat, which means we're dealing with a lot of poisoned information. I'm willing to assume that the vigilante is good because of that. One of these is the milkman. We could shoot... No, but that would shoot the drunk. So, out of 3, 5, and 6, one of them is poisoned and one of them is drunk. Supposedly. I would imagine, right? That would have to be the case, I think. I believe that's the case. I think so. Would it... Okay. But what if it's you know what? It's safe to just assume that it is just correct. 3 steps away from evil, which would imply 3 or 1, which could be true. Holy shit, okay. Okay, it was just a misspelling. Holy. Hey, RG, welcome on in. How are you doing? Okay. Goodness gravy. Okay. That makes sense, because I was willing to believe that I tainted number 4. Oh! Oh, so that was just... Oh, shit! That was a poisoned! Oh! Oh, Oh, that's really interesting. We'll do normal. Ooh, what a stalker. I pick a surrounding neighbor and copy their appearance. If the role I picked is evil, I also pretend to be tainted. I pick a surrounding neighbor and copy their appearance. Okay. Let's just... Okay, we have a milkman. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. Correct priest. No, but there's a con man. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, we have a milkman. We have to have a stalker, I'd imagine, because the stalker is either... Yeah, the stalker is one of these three. The con man is one of these three, and then the therapist is one. I have one evil neighbor. I have 0. I have 0. I also pretend to be tainted. Luke at 7, arrest 7. Don't spoil it for me. Well, here's the thing. We can shoot and find out. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh, could we have a copycat? Hold on. 2, 5, and 7. I think 5 is telling truthful information. You gotta believe it. 7 is a cannibal. I saw them eat 9. Oh, okay. Let's see. I am the priest. You have 0 evil clients. You have 0 evil clients. You have 1. We have a con man. We have a mistress. The mistress is lying. We can say that for certain. I've calculated a number 6. Number 6. That could indicate 5 and 2. No, it couldn't. That could indicate... It can't indicate 2 and 4. It could indicate 5 and 1? I don't think that's true. I feel like the mathematician might be the mistress. Unless 6 is just the mistress. But the mathematician is the sum of all evil rolls. Which 6 doesn't really make sense. Because it would either be 5 and 1 or 2 and 4. I'm going to say the mathematician is the mistress. What? 6? Really? Okay. Yeah, fucking what? They were oh my god. I didn't know I didn't know that they could lie as a meddler. I keep forgetting that. That's wild. That is wild to me. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. New game. I think we're just gonna do easy. We're just gonna do easy until we get it eventually. Oh, there's no meddlers. That might be why it's easier. Okay. You know what? I'm okay with that for a little bit. We have okay. The wife is good. Let's see here. Number 4 is the mistress. Copycat copied Milkman once. I'm going to sleep. Too much thinking for today. Here's quarter to 11. No worries. I appreciate you for being here, Compu. Thank you for stopping on by. Have a good rest of your evening. All right. 0 evil clients. 3 away. 0 evil clients. Well, that has to be... 4 is the mistress. 4 is evil. 8 is good. I have 1 evil client. Okay. Cool. Fine. Fair enough. We also know... Okay, we know we have a Spectre. If that's the case, 8 is good. 7 is good. 5 is good. 4 is good. 6 has to be bad. What? Man, what? Yeah, but they lie. What fucking information could it be? I have 1 evil neighbor. 8 is good. 4 is evil. Unless there's no fucking wife. God damn it. 4 is the mistress. I have 0 evil neighbors. 3. Is 4 just the... Am I losing my mind? You brother, what? They were giving... Oh, they weren't giving right information because they were next to each other. This is... I think I might be stupid. There's a solid chance I could be dumb. There's a non-zero chance that I'm stupid. Okay. Okay. Let's get it out. Let's get it all out on the field, shall we? Let's get it all out there. Oh. Okay, so 6 has to be a Taylor. I feel like that's a bit of a dead giveaway, but alright. I've never heard of the Taylor. So that's not. The Fall Guy lives in town. You know what? I'm not going to make any assumptions, because somehow I'm always wrong. I am the priest. Sure. Number 6 is the mistress. No. The forecast. 1, 3, and 8. I'm willing to believe that 8 is evil. But then that would also mean that... Well, that... Wait. 3, 6, and 7. What? I'm 2 steps away from closest evil. That is technically true because of the Fall Guy. So the reporter is good because of that. 6 is the mistress. 4 and 5 must be good because of copycat pair. Not necessarily, but I'm willing to believe that. I think this is wrong. You're fucking kidding me. How? What? Oh my lord. That was just a red herring, I guess. Oh, it's I don't understand. Okay, so apparently not. Good to know. 3, 6, and 7. 3, 6, and 7. We know 6 is bad, but 3 is a copycat? No, wait, it would have to be that this weatherman is lying, right? Because how is it getting 1, 3, and 8? Unless this just isn't the priest, but it would give wrong information. Unless this weatherman is lying, but it would be a good in-play role, which means the weatherman has to be in play. Spectre. Oh, 9 is uninvestigated. God damn it. I didn't even see that. Thank you, RG. Thank you. Okay. I didn't even think about that. 3, 6, and 7. Okay, hold on. 3, 6, and 7. That can be true. 1, 3, and 8 is not Spectre. Okay. God damn it. That would have been a lot better if I had revealed number 9. That would have been probably a whole lot better. Luke, what did you just say? What did you just say could be true? Probably a whole lot, man. I said a whole lot just then. I announce at what time the clock tower will ring. I add a clock tower on the board when I am suspected. So there has to be a clock maker. Supposedly. Sorry, you can't be trusted? What? Oh, my reputation is too poor. Fuck. I have 2 evil clients. We have a mistress and a specter. The reporter lives in town. I have never heard of the Bloodhound. That has to be true. That has to be true. Actually, let me remove that. I would like it to be green. That has to be true. What sucks is that this has to be false. This has to be the clockmaker. I'm 2 steps away. That's the specter. Okay. Much, much better. Much, much better. I'm starting to understand this. Alright, let's just do a bit of revealing, shall we? Let's make sure I pressed the wrong button. Let's try that again. Let's try a new run, because I just completely pressed the wrong button there. Alright, let's... Hey. We all make mistakes. Okay. Let's just get everything out there. Onto the playing field. Okay. We're gonna have a copycat and a mobster, it seems. I have 1 evil neighbor. That can't be true. Okay. Simple A. Simple enough. That was the wrong button. Fuck. No. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that. I'm not gonna complain. I will take that. I'm not, you know... Hey. Crazy, ain't it? Ain't that just the wild truth of the situation? I've calculated a number 10, so it'd have to be 1, 4, and 5. But that can't be right. That can't be right. What do I think of Charcoal the bird? Oh, is that the big angry bird? Is that the big one he blows up? Alright. We have a copycat somewhere in our midst. We have 2 wives and 2 bloodhounds. I don't know what the mobster initially was gonna be, but I guess it doesn't particularly matter. I think it's just 5. Could be, maybe? I think if we just put into place that law that says that anyone Luke accuses is guilty, this game would be a lot easier. No, I'm gonna have to agree with that one, genuinely. 2, okay, we can assume this. 2 is good, because the fall guy, like, pings as evil. The Bloodhound... This one, I think, is also good, but I also think it's the copycat, which means, yeah, it has to be 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. See, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't trust my own intuition, and it just stresses me out. Okay. Hey, this ain't too bad. I need to stop clicking that button. Nah, I got nothing. Okay. 0 evil clients. Number 5 is evil. Number 6 is an underling. I've got nothing. We don't have enough time to go through things. Like, to get to the clockmaker to do his thing. So we can't confirm. 6 is pretending to be something. But it could just be the Spectre. Okay. One of... Because there's no lying info. Shockingly, I believe 3, because I think just circumstantially. I think that has to be true, which means the wife is good, which means the clockmaker's good. Either 4... No. I think it has to be that 5 is evil, because... Yeah, okay, because then that wouldn't have made sense. 6 would have been the tailor. It has to be 5, yeah. Got it. Understood, champ. Understood. Let's have a mailman. Okay, thank God, no copycat. Jesus. Okay. Let's just reveal, shall we? Okay. I heard that a strange guy in town has 2 neighbors. We don't have a youngster. What does the gossip do? I announced the number of surrounding neighbors an evil role has. So that would incriminate 2. The scoundrel lives in town. I have never heard of the youngster. That has to be true. That has to be true. Oh, it could be procking the fall guy. God damn it. I think the gossip is correct. The tailor lives in town. I've never heard of the bloodhound. Number 7 is an underling. Okay, I'm just going to assume, which I would assume. There we go. Got it. Got it. What's so strange about living next to other people is because the fall guy could just be evil, and then we wouldn't know, like, if its information is true or not. Okay. I heard that a strange guy in town has 3 neighbors. The only person it could be is number 7. Number 7 is saying they have 2 evil clients. Number 6 saying they have 2 evil clients, which can't be true. They only have 1. So that's the mobster dead. The therapist lives in town. I've never heard of the reporter. That's gotta be true. That's gotta be correct information. So that means number 8 is lying, because number 8 is not an underling. Which then means that number 2 is telling the truth. I heard that a strange guy in town has 3 neighbors. Again, we cannot prove it. I have to imagine the clockmaker is telling the truth. Either the gossip is evil, or this therapist is evil. An evil guy has 3... A strange guy in town has 3 neighbors. Oh, there's a drunk. There is a drunk. I didn't even think about that. There is a drunk. I think this one's evil. Yeah, okay, cool, got it, and that was the drunk. Man, okay, now I'm putting in my 2 cents. Now I'm really putting in my 2 cents. Alrighty. Let's see here. We have a con man, not great. Let's just reveal it all. Oh, we had a clockmaker. We'll reveal from hour 1 to 2. So that was true. Okay. And we probably have a copycat. So that's good to know. I don't think we have a stalker. Unless, is it counting, like, a surrounding neighbor? Does it, hold on, does that specify? Is a roll that is surrounding another roll. In other words, it is anywhere within the 8 tiles around that roll. So, like, oh, it would be this. Okay, so no, there's no stalker. There is a fall guy, and there is a copycat. The bloodhound is pointing west, which is correct. The copycat and the clockmaker both procced at 1 hour. I heard that a strange guy in Tau has 4 neighbors. 4 neighbors. 4? I've calculated a number 13. That would have to be 4 and 9. If that was the case. So let's have 10 shoot 9. Okay. How is the gossip getting 4 off of that? Is it saying like 4 neighbors? Hold on. Okay. Okay. So it was saying of a 3x3 grid. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's now a traitor. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Innocent adjacent neighbors are tainted. I lie and pretend to be a suspected not in play role. Fucking hell. You lose twice as much reputation as normals. Others treat your reputation status as poor. I lie and pretend to be a suspected not in play role. Fuck, this is gonna be okay. I think we get enough enough information out there. Okay, we have a specter. Sadly, we heard the clock ring. Oh, that would mean that this is the clockmaker, but it also could be the con man. We don't know, but we can assume. Let's just draw clock. Okay. The priest lives in town. I've never heard of the weatherman. That. Oh, but the fucking. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Okay. If the traitor is an idol, innocent adjacent neighbors. Let's clarify that. Is a role that is adjacent to, in other words, it is directly northeast, south, and west. Okay. If that is the case, this can't be hit by the idol unless it is the idol itself. The clockmaker has to exist. Or the con... No, wait, but the con man... I pretend. When a role is pretending, it appears as that role... They will do everything that role would do. So, okay. Hold on. We are also... Oh, we don't have a youngster, so we have to have... Oh god, that makes it even worse. We have a drunk and a stalker. Do we know any surrounding neighbor? So, either 5 or 2 is the stalker. No, wait, but then why is 9... So there's 3 weathermen. I heard that a strange guy in town has 2 neighbors, which would imply 4. I'm 1 step away from closest evil. We could... we could reveal number 4 if we think that the gossip is telling the truth. But the other issue is that innocent adjacent neighbors are tainted. I lie and pretend to be a suspected, not in play role. Which, if that is the case, well, that can't. Well, okay. The only people. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the idol first. Let's look at the idol first, because if we're to assume, because it's saying, I heard a strange guy in town has 2 neighbors. I heard a strange guy in town has 2 neighbors. Either the drunk or poisoned is the gossip. Because the only person in town that has 2 neighbors is the reporter, or surrounding neighbors is the reporter. Yeah, only the reporter. But it wouldn't be drunk. It couldn't be drunk. We could bite the bullet. Let's bite the bullet and see. That could be the con man. We have no way of knowing. We know there's a specter. In play role. This is isn't the reporter lying? Some must be drunk or evil. No, there's a chance the reporter is telling the truth, and that the reporter is sitting next to the con man, because the con man would just be telling the truth, saying, I am the priest, and it wouldn't matter. But then we wouldn't know, because the priest is going to die anyways. What's really frustrating is that there isn't... Okay, now here's the thing. There isn't a critic, because the critic would be outed. Or no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I lie and pretend to be suspected, not in play role. A not in play role. There is a tailor. There is a chance that the critic is also the gossip. Conman is very spicy. It's so difficult, though. It's so difficult. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm willing to assume that the clockmaker is good, because the clock did go off at 22 hours. So the clock did go off. I would think that's so fucking bold of them to put a con-manned clockmaker as the obscured role. I think that would be bold and brass. We have 3 weathermen and 2 wives. There can't be that many. So, the stalker... So I heard random noises outside and it bothered me. Okay. You know what? Let's maybe remove some stuff off the table that we know we don't have, just for simplicity's sake. We know we don't have... Nope, hold on, scratch that. We could, just in the instance, we could have a reporter. We don't have a therapist. We have weatherman. We don't have a bloodhound. We don't have a skeptic. We don't have all that. We know we have a Spectre. We know we have a con man. Or no, we know we have a Spectre. We know we have a Stalker, a Drunk. Okay. I could... It's hard to triangulate the information here. Okay, let's see. Starting with the Weatherman information. 1, 6, and 8. Oh, does the Weatherman... An underling or a traitor? That is important to know. So, 1, 6, 8. 6, 8, 10. 6, 7, 8. 6 is in all of them, and 8 is in all of them. Which means one of them is evil. One of them is evil. One of them is Drunk or the Stalker. The only way I think to assume that it is, if this is a Drunk, is by picking the Tailor and the Clockmaker. That's really interesting. God damn it. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. The question is, do we think we have an idol or tainted, a suspected not in play role? What do we have one of? What do we have one of? We have 1 priest, 1 clockmaker, 1 tailor, 1 gossip. Mailman we know is not the critic. Mailman cannot be the critic. But the mailman could be drunk, or it could be an underling. I lie and pretend to be a suspect. Oh, no, it could be a fucking... Okay. The added of a drunk, or the fact that it could be, like... That's really putting a spanner in the works. Okay. Let's start with finding the traitor. Pretend to be a suspected, not in play role, which would have to be the gossip, the priest, the traitor, or the clockmaker, or the reporter. And so really fucking any of them at this point. Could be the reporter. It could be the fucking mailman. Oh my god. Okay. The question is, do we think that we got an underling? Do we think that the reporter was actually a con man? I believe suspected just means on the script, not necessarily in play. No, it does mean. A suspected means that it is in play, because it would specify that it's not in play. Because a suspected not in play role. And this is saying an in play role. Or I guess it could be a suspected. It'd be an in play role. Yeah, no, I think you are right, actually. Never mind. Okay, but the clockmaker can't be the idol. Or the clockmaker can't be, because the clock went off. So the clockmaker is either an underling or good. Regardless, we know that we know the clockmaker was not tainted, which means the critic cannot be the tailor or the priest, because the tailor or the priest would poison the clockmaker. Unless, no, it's innocent adjacent. Why does it specify innocent adjacent? Oh. 6 and 7 are not the same alignment. Do we bite the bullet and just go for the gamble of what the spectered is? Do we go for a gamble? I'm gonna go for the gamble. We're gonna lose something. The priest? The priest? How did the... What? How did the clock go off then? What? Also, I lost more reputation than I thought, which might lead it to be a critic. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Maybe it's just its own entity. It can't be. Oh, is that actually the case? If that is true, that's so fucked up. Okay. I heard that a strange guy in town has 2 neighbors, which would lead it to be... Okay, hold on. 1, 6, and 8. 1, 6, and 8. I'm willing to assume 8 is the stalker, but it's stalking 5. I'm willing to assume that 8 is a stalker. 10 is a wife. I don't know if it's good, they're good yet, but 1, 6, and 8. This is really difficult. This is like unbelievably difficult. If 1, 6, and 8 is true, if 1, 6, and 8 is true, 1 and 6 can't both be bad. 2 with 6, 8, and 10. Oh my god. And then 6, 7, and 8. I want to assume that this, specifically this weatherman's information is correct. It is most likely not poisoned by an idol, if there is one. It's most likely not poisoned there. I can imagine, if that is the case, I think if 6 is evil at that point, yeah, I have no idea. Holy fuck, man. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. I tainted 1, 6, and 8. That's insane, Jesus. Wait, so 1 was right, though. How does that work? 1 gave right information to 4. The clockmaker thing really fucked me over, I think, to be honest. I knew that 10 had to be the stalker. I didn't know that it was evil, but I knew it was the stalker. That's really rough. Wow, that's real rough. Wow. Okay. Damn. It's insane, actually. I'll go for another. I'll go for another. Why not? Let's go for another, shall we? I need to... Oh. Been sitting for so long, my back's starting to hurt. All right. Back to ye olden days. Alright. I forgot how time zones work. Well, hello there, Downside Pie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Alright. We have a in-play role, lying, as usual. Alright, let's see. The mailman lives in town. Never heard of the priest. That's fair. We don't have one. 2 steps away from the closest evil, which would be the fall guy, so that works. I've calculated a 7. I've calculated an 8, which would be 2 and 6, because I have 0 evil clients. That has to be true. If it's calculating a 7, that would mean 2 and 5 are evil, which means 1 is evil, but that can't be right. I'm more willing to assume. Cool. What am I missing? What is possibly left? Oh, do I have to kill the... No, I've never had to kill the fall guy. What? Oh, this wife is evil. Yeah. God damn it, man. This is... I mean, I've been doing this for almost 3 hours, so that's maybe why, but holy hell. Oh, god damn it. There's a clockmaker. Okay, let's just... Okay. It was around 5 hours. So that's not true. Okay. I am 3 steps away. That's correct. I am 1 step away, which would either... Or I am the priest. Okay, you probably are the priest, champ. Probably good. Whatever's in here. It's saying 3 and... Oh, that's the other clockmaker. That's the other clockmaker because of the numbers that it's saying. 2 is to 4. If it is true, then it's good. I'm going to assume 7. We'll shoot that, which means this one has to be evil. Cool. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Makes more sense now. Alrighty. 2 hours, 4 hours. Okay, that has to be true then. That's good to know. This clockmaker, truthful, an honest boy. The mobster, I'm sorry, hold on. The priest, that one's good. This one's calculating a 14. 7 is good, 5 is good. There is a copycat, so that would make sense because there isn't a fall guy. I'm just gonna click these. They're the same alignment. They're both evil then, if that's the case. Yeah, copycat. Got it. Locked in. Genuinely locked in. Okay. Tailor, vigilante, weatherman, therapist, milkman, all guy. So we don't have a copycat. Interesting. That's good. That's interesting. We don't know what 6 is. We have a wife. Somebody loves the wife. I love my wife. I have 1 evil client. Interesting. The forecast is saying 2, 4, and 6. I'm very confused on the lack of pings on the fall guy, which is weird to me. I'd imagine that okay. Because currently, what's happening here, if that's the case, I have 1 evil client. one of those two has to be evil. 2, 4, and 6. Which means we can probably trust the tailor. If that is the case. Do we want to shoot, or I'm sorry, do we want to pick? Because if it's weatherman and therapist, only one of them can be evil. Do we want to pick the tailor with, say, we'll pick the tailor with the weatherman? Are not on the same alignment, which means the cool. Which means the wife is evil. Got it. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I want to try the hard so bad, but I know I'm gonna fucking fail it. I fail it every time, but we never see a traitor. I won't do it. I won't do it. Scoundrel. Clockmaker. 19 and 20. So that's interesting, because it did not do that. I have 3 is evil. I have 1 evil client. We have 3 underlings, so one of them has to be the con man? Ugh, okay. Okay. Don't got a youngster. That's good to know. 3 is evil. I have 1 evil client, which could be the clockmaker, because the clockmaker just didn't tell the truth. I forgot there's a drunk. Well, regardless, this therapist is telling the truth, which means this one is lying. Brother, what? Then this one's lying? Fucking what? I'm not even gonna pretend like I understood that series of events, because I can't physically do that. I don't even know what happened there. I'll be so honest. Okay. We have a mobster pretending to be an in-play role. Got it. Simple A. Simple A. Didn't even need all of that information. Simple as that. Okay. Alrighty. Oh god. So we have does the mistress, is it okay, it doesn't have to be not in play. The weatherman lives in town. I've never heard of a mathematician. That has to be true. Which means that there is a weatherman, and there's either a copycat or a mistress. This one's saying that 5 is evil, but this one's saying that 8 is evil. So we could. This one is sniffing, which could imply, because there is no fall guy. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. There is no fall guy. So no fall guy. One is the stalker, one is the copycat. Alrighty. Sorry, I blanked out for a moment. I completely spaced out. Has to be between reporter and private eye. Yeah, well, because this bloodhound is telling the truth. And this one's probably telling the truth. I mean, there's two bits of information pointing at it. What we could do is we could just have the tailor and the private eye are not the same alignment. It has to be the private eye. Cool. Got it. I pretend to be the bloodhound. I pretend to be the weatherman. Interesting. Sometimes I think what I'm realizing is that there's just too much information on the board, and it just makes it entirely too impossible to figure it out. Oh. Okay. Oh. Goodness, that's... Oh, the wannabe. I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. One in-play underling is revealed. I pick a surrounding neighbor and copy their appearance. So... Oh, there is no stalker. There is no stalker. But there is... So there's only one poisoner. We do have a mistress, a mobster. I'm one step away from a closest evil. I have 0 evil clients. Both of these could be true. This is probably incorrect. Got it. This definite 4 is the reporter, which backs up this claim, which backs up the claim that this is probably a poisoner. I heard that a strange guy in town has 3 neighbors, 4 being evil. That is incriminating. But, similarly, one person has to be poisoned. And it's not the partner. It's not the reporter. I have 0 evil clients. That could be true. If this poisoner is the wannabe. Number 4 is evil. That could just be poisoned information, which I'm willing to believe, but then this also could be poisoned information, so one of these two has to be lying and one of these two has to be poisoned. I heard that a strange guy in town has 3 neighbors. So this is pretty much incriminating. This is wrong. This is just entirely wrong. One of them is poisoned, though. One of them is poisoned. And pretend to be a suspected role. One in-play underling is revealed. If that is the case, I think we kill this one. That's the wannabe? So then this is just lying. Poisoned poisoner. Damn, I didn't think that was the wannabe. Oh, because the reporter had said because of the mobster. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm genuinely a bit silly, a bit stupid if that were to be the truth. That's a lot of, goddamn, that's a lot of outsiders. Sorry, meddlers. Okay. Okay. So see, what's interesting about that, that'd be a good roll. I pick a surrounding neighbor and copy their appearance. So we could have a copycat, could have a stalker. I have calculated a 13, which if that's the case, it would be 2, 5, and 6. And this one's saying that 8 is an underling. 8 is an underling. That can't, but then how is it getting that information? Evil can't pretend as Fall Guy. That's not true. They can. They have before. Evil has pretended to be Fall Guy. Seven is probably good. It was updated in the latest patch, I believe. Well, that just can't be true then, because we have seen it on stream tonight, is the thing. That's the only thing. I like how the youngster is just an outed role and it doesn't really do anything. I'm 3 steps away from closest evil, which would be 5. That's also not true, because if that is the case, the closest evil is 6, which is 2? So something's not right here. Oh, wait, no, hold on, that's just the case. What? What, a 13? His closest is not 5, it is 6. He's 2 away from 6. That cannot be right. Because there's no way 8 is an underling. Unless it... That was... Okay, that I actually just got screwed over then. Oh. Oh, are you kidding? So it was just a good Fall Guy? Is that the... Man, what the fuck? That's one of the bugs. Fair enough. If it's a bug, I'm not gonna, you know... Not gonna cry over spilled milk. Okay. Okay, we have a con man. My fucking least favorite, probably. Let's remove things we don't have, just for simplicity's sake. No Fall Guy, no mailman, no therapist. That removed all of it. The con man is specifically in play. So it is either, as we see it, a bloodhound or a wife. It's one of the two. So 2 is the mathematician. That can be correct. We don't, you know, clockmaker we can assume, but we don't have any information that would say otherwise. I have calculated a 7, which just incriminates 7, which would mean 7, yeah, okay. I pretend to be a wife. Got it. Got it. Okay, let's see. Okay. Something 6. Interesting. We have a Fall Guy, which means we don't have a copycat. It's actually good to keep in mind. It's good to keep that in mind. So, 7 is an underling. The forecast today, no meddler 5 and 6. That cannot be right. No meddler? That also, no, because, yeah, that just has to be fully wrong. What? The mailman lives in town. I've never heard of the copycat. That is true. 7 is an underling. Well, it's not, so this is... The Fall Guy registered as not a meddler. God. Why wouldn't it just say 4, 5, and 6? That would be more believable. That would be more believable. I'm 2 steps away, which would be... Yeah, which means... What? 6 is good. Oh, I didn't even fucking see that it said 6 is good. Man, I am doing show, for fuck's sake. Why is the poisoner outed? A copycat, a wannabe, and a stalker. Are we... We're just having a good time, aren't we? What is this one saying? 21 to 22 hours. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. I pretend it appears as that role. Okay, so we have a youngster, and then I imagine we have a stalker. So, stalker, youngster, and then we don't... No, wait, there has to... No, there doesn't have to be a copycat. I don't think there is a copycat, because I think there's a wannabe. Yeah, because the wannabe is... I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling. One in-play underling is revealed. So, there is not a copycat. I heard that a strange guy in town has 4 neighbors. A not in play roll. We have not heard the clock go off. This would make sense because it's showing south, which there's nothing south. And this is showing west, which that could be the wannabe? But with the priest... Yeah, but with the priest, if I am lying or tainted, I will announce something else. Unless the clockmaker is the idol or the critic, we might not have an idol. We might just have a critic. I think that might be the case. That might be the case. I heard that a strange guy in town has 4 neighbors. Oh, we also have a drunk. We do have a drunk. Which might imply the reasoning behind why the Bloodhound is giving incredibly wrong information. I think it's best that we just assume that we have that is a drunk Bloodhound. I pretend to be an in-play role. This also could just be correct, and that's the con man. Which, if that's the case, I think it would be in our best interest to just hit the poisoner. Fucking God. I turned number 5 into the drunk. Cool. Fantastic. Where did my game go? Damn it. This game is... Fuck, is this difficult. Because it thinks the fall guy is an underling, not a meddler. Oh wait, no, that's from earlier, I'm sorry. I pretended to be the youngster. That, one of them was the stalker, we knew that. I tainted number 9. I don't even know why I didn't think that there was a poisoning, because there was a poisoning and a drunk. So, literally we were going off of no information. That was, I think that was quite possibly a gamble, because It was one of these two. This had wrong information. That was the drunk. That made sense that it was wrong, but we couldn't tell which one of these was the drunk, and it lined up that this would be correct. God damn. God damn. Absolutely wild. Do I? I think that's where I'm going to end it here for the night. I was thinking, would I do another game, but I am a little bit tired. And I also have some work I got to do. But I appreciate you guys for coming on down, whether you're watching this now or in the future. If you didn't already know, I have an Instagram account under the name There's Nothing Like Luke, so you can find out when I stream or what I stream. I like to stream around 7:30 p.m. EST, but sometimes I switch that around just depending on how I'm feeling or what I'm doing. You can always find out on my Instagram. You can also subscribe to me here on YouTube to get notified when I'm live or when a video comes out, and that's about it. For those that are curious, if you want to find this game, please look up Dupery on Steam. The full game isn't out, but this is just the demo. Unbelievably fun. Unbelievably fun, and very hard, actually. Very hard. I think in a good way, though. It's very challenging, and if you are a fan of social deduction games like Werewolf or Blood on the Clock Tower, this is definitely a game for you. I actually might have this be an episode for the Steam Hidden Gems, because this genuinely, I've only seen one person play it as of right now, but I'm kind of surprised I'm not seeing more information on it, because this is genuinely so fun. I think it has there are definitely a few bugs, but I don't think that takes away from the quality of the game. I mean, the art's very nice, it's very simple, the, film noir-esque art is really good, the music's very that mystery detective kind of music. Overall, quality game, and I highly suggest you check out the demo. But yeah, that's about it, folks. I think that'll be it for me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.